Hey, it's Nikki Thompson, and I am excited to welcome you to another week. This week on the podcast, I have put up one of my free workshops that I hosted last week. It's called Sex, Pleasure, Life. You can go and check that out on the podcast. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, all of the places. It's Tea with Nikki, Embrace Your Sexual Energy, and you can check it out. All of the other episodes, I think we're up to episode 48, which is pretty cool. So over the weekend, it's actually my son's birthday today, and we went on and did a big family trip over the weekend with my dad and his wife and brothers, sisters, everyone, family, kids, the whole lot. There was a lot of us, and it was a great, a lot of fun. We did like sack races and three-legged races. We went swimming and jumping off rope swings and had a ball. We had a little bike accident on the first night we were there, which meant that I was up at the hospital with my eldest for quite a while. Just after midnight, we got back to camp with some solid injuries to the knee, lots of picking out gravel and happy gas and stuff, but he's doing well. And had a little incident at a doctor's surgery yesterday involving, a crazed woman and the police. And it really shook me. I managed to get my son and I into like a doctor's office and locking the door and calling the police. And I was proud of myself for staying really calm in the moment, but definitely suffered a lot of shock. And there was just something about not wanting to talk about it, like not wanting to talk about shock, because it was like, oh, you shouldn't be shocked, or you should be over it by now. It's like this societal belief that we should just get over these things really quickly. And although I'm fine, I'm feeling okay, and I'm fine, and my son's fine, and everyone involved is fine, it was still really traumatic. And I think I didn't, in the past when traumatic things have happened, it's like I've expected myself just to heal, just get over it really quickly, and never really embraced it. And so it's like I pushed that emotion down further and further. And since doing a lot of sexual energy work and looking at different beliefs and unraveling all of this stuff, I've realized that, being vulnerable, talking about my emotions actually helps me to diminish them, or to help me process them and move through them, rather than just blocking them down to add another layer of emotional shit that I didn't want to deal with. So, and this is just how I like to deal with it. Talking really helps me. Tapping really helps me. Although I talk a lot about sexual pleasure, like having an orgasm is not necessarily what helps me move through some emotions, especially this type of emotion, but it can help us really reconnect with our physical body to feel back into our bodies again. And that's really important. So for me, I'm going to try and take a little bit easier today and just allow myself to be, to cry, or to feel that. And also for my son. So he went through a lot yesterday. He's doing really well, but just still monitoring for signs of shock. And, it seems as though like that is so underrated, when it really should be rated. It should be discussed. It should be, we should have an opportunity to discuss that. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today, because it was so prevalent in my mind right now. Although with all of those things that have happened, I had so much fun really connecting with my family and spending time with them, because it's not something we get to do. There's no phone reception really there. There's not a lot. There's a little bit, and so we could call an ambulance, but that was all I really did on my phone, and took a lot of videos and a lot of photos, and just really embrace like everyone walking around to different camps to get pancakes or bacon or eggs or whatever it was. And the kids were just wandering off and going on their bikes and going on playgrounds. And, it was just beautiful to see that kind of full kid experience. Now, the trucks have started across the road for me, so I'm going to go. I hope you have an amazing day. Don't forget to check out the podcast, and I will chat to you tomorrow. Bye.